There's a little known IRS rule that allows you to avoid paying the 10% early withdrawal penalty on 401k and 403b retirement accounts. Fully understanding this rule now may save you a boatload of money later, especially if you plan on rolling over an old 401k anytime soon. Hi, and welcome back to Stop Being Sold. My name is Michelle, and I'm here with Brian. And in today's video, we're hoping to save you a lot of headache, a lot of heartache, and some money. So make sure you watch this video to the very end. So this important IRS rule is called the 55 and separated from service rule, and it allows you to avoid paying the 10% early withdrawal penalty on 401k and 403b retirement accounts if, here's the kicker, if you leave your job during or after the calendar year you turn 55. So if you're 55 or nearing 55, it's crucial you understand this rule before you roll over an old 401k.
You're so right, Michelle. This is a little known IRS rule, but it's a really important one.
Yeah.
I've seen way too many people not understand it, make a huge mistake rolling over their 401k, and it ends up costing them a whole lot of money and sadly eating into their retirement income.
Absolutely. So before we get into the details on this rule, go ahead and hit that like button. Help us grow this channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss another video from us. And if you're over on Rumble, go check us out there. All right, Brian, let's get to it. Normally, any withdrawals prior to the age of 59 and a half would have this 10% penalty from the IRS. But if you meet the requirements of the 55 and separated from service rule, you don't have to pay it at all, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. You'll still have to pay taxes, but the penalties waive. Well, you know, the 10% penalty, that's a lot of money. So,
right. No, for sure it is, for sure. So the one thing we talk a lot about on this channel is the cost of leaving a 401k behind with an old employer and why it's so important to roll it over. But for those nearing 55 or 55 and over, why isn't it a mistake to roll it, whether it's a 401k or a 403b?
Yep. Or 457, any kind of workplace retirement account like that. So if you're, Michelle, if you're over the age of 55, but under age 59 and a half, and you roll over your old 401k into an IRA, the 55 and separated from service rule no longer applies to you.
Okay.
That means if you need a withdrawal from your new IRA, which was your old 401k, you're now going to pay a 10% penalty if you're in that time frame.
Got it. Okay. So is there a workaround or a way to bypass this?
Yes, definitely. Leave some funds in the old 401k until you pass the 59 and a half mark in case you need access to them funds.
Got it. Okay. And so just to clarify real quick, if you're 55 and over, but you're under 59 and a half, if you roll over your old 401k into, let's say, an IRA, and you need the money early, right, before 59 and a half, you'll have to pay the 10% penalty plus the taxes. But if you leave all or some of that money in the old 401k, you can withdraw without penalty, but you're still going to have to pay taxes.
That's correct. And sadly, Michelle, many advisors don't even know this rule.
Interesting.
Here's one case I worked on. A friend of mine had just retired early from a company he no longer wanted to work for. And he was 56 years old. His old 401k sent him a letter to immediately roll his 401k into an IRA. This is common practice. Okay. He called me to see if it was a good deal or not. I asked him what his plan was for the future, like working another job, starting a business, or is he just going to retire and go fishing every day, right?
Sure.
Then I asked if he thought he would need access to these funds in the next 3.5 years until he passed 59 and a half. He said he did need the funds in the short term.
Right.
So I explained to him that if he moved all of his 401k into the IRA, like the company suggested, that he would then have a 10% penalty on all withdrawals up to the age of 59 and a half. He was furious that they didn't even tell him this. And it's a big company. So
yeah.
I explained to him that they probably didn't even know the rules. It was somebody that's just picked up the phone, a customer service rep, and says, hey, you want to do this? We'll set you up with an advisor, whatever.
Sure.
So what we did, Michelle, was we moved 50% of his old 401k into an IRA and left the other half in his 401k for any withdrawals he'd need to the age 59 and a half. It was a lot more than what he needed.
Sure.
But Maybe. What if an emergency had
Right.
popped up and an extra 10 grand or something?
Exactly.
And so we left extra in there just in case an emergency may came up, and every situation is different. And not every advisor knows these rules that may help or hurt you as you near retirement. Always get a second opinion.
Absolutely. Stories like this just go to show you that the more informed you are as a consumer, the more likely you are to be able to keep your hard-earned savings and have a more comfortable retirement. Because like you said, you pick up the phone and you think you're getting someone who knows what they're doing or has your best interest at heart, and often they don't.
Yeah. And that's the main goal of our channel, Michelle,
Sure.
is to help those of you watching really understand what it is you're investing in and the
Yeah.
options you have available to you that you might not otherwise know.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Which is why we're going to put a video we did. It's called the top 401k mistakes that investors make. We're going to put it in the pinned comment below, I should say, and also in the description. And while you're
definitely.
at it, if you like this content, if you want to keep more of your hard-earned savings, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. So Brian, before we wrap this up, is there anything else you'd like to, any parting words of wisdom?
Just get a second opinion. Remember,
Yeah.
this is your money, and fully understand what you're stepping into before you make and sign that dotted line. So
Awesome. All right. Make sure you check out that 401k mistakes video. It's packed full of really great information, and subscribe because we are always putting out videos on 401k rollovers, 401ks, IRAs, and really other financial assets or vehicles, I should say, that can help you have a more comfortable retirement. So stay tuned for those videos. All right. Thanks so much, Brian. And thanks to everyone who watched.
thanks, everyone. Have a great day.